Morning folks, I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters in the Pathfinder School, and this morning I thought I would just kind of shoot this video indoors inside my equipment building here because it's been pouring down rain outside for 3 or 4 days straight. I hope this light's not blowing my face out too bad. I can't really tell by looking in the camera. What I wanted to do was I wanted to follow up in our series, Gear of the 20th Century Woodsman. When I talked about the Sphia 123 stove, which I have the 123R here. I have a couple 123s on the shelf as well. The 123R is the one with the straight line across for the on-off valve, whereas the 123 had a canted thing. And this, basically the change here was when you turn this, it actually cleans the jet, had a jet cleaner in it. A lot of people still prefer the 123 over the 123R. I like the 123R myself. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today is a cook set called the SIG Tourist. The SIG Tourist was a cook set that was designed in Switzerland by SIG to match a Swedish stove, the Sphia 123. It was very, very popular in the 70s. Still popular today in some of the more retro circles, things like that. A buddy of mine just did a vid, kind of beat me to the punch on this, from Retro Outdoors last week or week before. Did a short video on his SIG cook set with the 123. So I thought what we'd do today is we'd take a look at that. I've got 3 SIG cook sets here, and 2 of them are actual SIG Tourists in aluminum. They also make this in a stainless steel, or made it in a stainless steel, excuse me, it's not made anymore. I do not have a stainless steel version. I have another off-brand aluminum version, which is almost an exact duplicate of the SIG, but this one doesn't have any markings on it whatsoever as far as a manufacturer. So it's a knockoff of the SIG Tourist cook set, but it's virtually the same set. So what you would do with this is you could nest the stove inside of the SIG set, just like this. Throw all your stuff inside, put the lid on, strap it down, and you're ready to rock, and you had your total cook set, including your stove inside. Whereas the stove itself, probably still a little bit warm, the stove itself was made to have a cage on top of it, a windscreen cage on top, and then an aluminum pot that came with the set that nested over the top of everything. And I've got a couple of those off to the side. But what I found works really well, and I actually learned this trick from my buddy at Retro Outdoors, is the Pathfinder cup and bottle set cup actually fits right over top of that. If you take this key and kind of keep it to the inside, tuck it inside like that, put your windscreen on, you can actually put your Pathfinder cup right over the top of it, and it fits like it was made for it. So that makes a really good cook set. If you make yourself some kind of a bail out of wire that you can keep with the set, then you have a bail handle for that as well. And it gives you a really nice little backpacking style, fairly ultralight setup. If you're going for more than one day, or you want to cook larger meals, you've got to melt snow because it's winter, something like that, then you may want to go with this SIG set. And the way this SIG set works is it had several pieces. First of all, it had a base, and the base had tabs inside of it, and this was your windscreen. And basically this would sit down inside in the tabs. You would slide it in, and that would keep it from falling out and hold it in place. And then you had a piece that went on top of that windscreen that was perforated so that air could, perforated with holes so air could get up inside of it. And that became your windscreen setup for your stove. And this is very, very good. It works better, in my opinion, than this windscreen does because it's not as restrictive. But anything will work. And then you also had with this set 2 different pots that would sit on top, and you had one lid that could be used this way or this way. Most people I see tend to use it this way, so it's easy to grab with this pot grabber that comes with it to take the lid off. So you had 2 pots, you had 2 pieces of windscreen material, and then you had a lid or a frying pan. This could also be used as a makeshift frying pan as well, all in one kit. And again, this kit was made completely out of aluminum, so it was very lightweight. And then you would just slide your stove out, and it would all nest back in there together. You could actually put the stove inside when you were nesting things up. If you were going to carry this as a kit alone, you could leave your stove upright, strap it down. It comes with a strap that goes around the cook set to hold it together. And you could put this in your backpack, your canoe, some type of conveyance or something like that if you wanted to carry the full set with you. So the SIG Tourist set is a very nice accompanying set for a SFIA stove. I'll say that for sure, and it works really, really well. Again, it is aluminum, so if you're into that old school stuff, that's cool. If you could find a stainless steel one, that'd be really nice. I have yet to manage finding a stainless steel one. All the sets that I have, all three of the sets that I have are aluminum. They came with a strap everything together with, just like this, so it all stayed together in your pack or your conveyance. And all in all, it's a really good system if you're going to camp for a longer period of time than maybe an overnight, or if you've got your family with you. This set would work out really well for you. If you were just going by yourself, it's pretty much just as easy, you know, to take this windscreen, shove it on top of the stove here, throw your Pathfinder cup on top of it, throw that in your backpack and go. If you wanted something extra, you could throw in a bail. You could actually throw in a lid in there for the cup as well if you wanted to, so you would have a lid on your pot. But it gives you a really nice option for different types of packing needs, depending on the length of your stay, with the same SFIA 123 or 123R stove. Now, this set was really popular in the 70s. But again, like I said, I've seen posts about this set and how well people like it, well up into 2009, 2011, on some of the more like old style stove collecting forums and things like that. I've seen lots and lots of articles about them. The problem with this SIG Tour set is it's pretty expensive when you find it because it's not made anymore. I've seen some on eBay. I looked this morning right before I shot this video. There were a couple of them on eBay that had 5 days left in the bidding that were at like $39, $40. But there were some that were buy it now that had the stove and the cook set combined that were in the almost $200 range. I would assume that's a perfectly working stove and a set that's in perfect condition. Most of mine are dented up a little bit here and there from use. But you know, you should be able to come up with something like this fairly inexpensively. I found lots of these SFIA stoves inexpensively. I found one at an antique mall recently for $20 without the windscreen, just like this for 20 bucks. I brought it home and it worked perfect. I didn't even have to change a seal or anything. I didn't clean a jet. All I did was fill it up, fire it up, and it worked. So these stoves are a pretty bulletproof option for outdoor use. They're lightweight. Colin Fletcher, the guy who wrote The Complete Walker, actually talked about carrying one of these stoves when he walked the Grand Canyon. So again, you know, they are a fairly ultralight option. They're not as ultralight as a lot of things we have on the market today. But as far as a lightweight option goes, the SFIA 123 is a good option. The SIG cook set, again, it's aluminum, so it doesn't weigh very much. So it's another good option for a lighter weight camp setup, especially for family and things like that. I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters and the Pathfinder School. I appreciate you guys joining me for another video today out here. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your support. I thank you for everything you do for our school, for our family, and for our business, for all of our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends. And I'll be back with another video as soon as I can. Thanks, guys.